It has been through a deep understanding of process that our craft has grown. As a practice, we work hard to conceptualise, to challenge and refine our ideas, to create places that have heart. We understand and build on the core principles of design, to go deeper than aesthetics, to solve problems, empathise, imagine and explore. It has been our aim for over 50 years to create places that are in tune with people, to transform the way we live, work and learn for the better, to go beyond design.
Uni and studying is very different to when you get into the office. I think you learn a lot quicker, more practical information, whereas uni tends to be more like creative or theoretical. I think it's much more like applied practical knowledge in business.
Having placement in your third year before completing your final year, I think will be beneficial because we've got that industry experience, which we can then take back and use during our final year. So I feel like we're going to have more technical understanding.
I've worked here just under a year now, and I've worked on 6 or 7 different projects, and they've spanned from competition and bid stage all the way to obviously quite a large project which was on site, and I was managing to go to site multiple times a week and saw that through handover as well. So I feel like I've had a really good range of projects at kind of all scales and across the rebid design stages.
Well, this office is, relaxed would be the closest word to think of. Not in a sense that we don't do anything, but in that everyone's quite approachable in a levelled environment where it doesn't particularly matter who you ask. It could be a director or another partner or an architect, a question. I'd just go to whoever's closest to you.
There's a lot of socials always on, to be honest, here. There's always new things, too many. I can't keep up with how many. We try and arrange walks where we can just to get out of the office. And it helped me kind of integrate with people a bit more. I think having that, we go out on breakfast mornings, we've been out to see different showrooms, which, yeah, it's part of work as well, but it feels like it's not because it's outside and it's more laid back in a more relaxed environment.
I think it's best to sort of learn the ways of practice as soon as you can. I definitely feel more confident now, going back into my third year, just knowing all the things that I know now. I feel like if I didn't do the placement and I opted for the alternative route that my university offers, I wouldn't have sort of known what practice is like.
One of the key things you look at practice, because without the practice being enjoyable to be a place to work in, essentially, because as it's your second home, there's no enjoyment or fulfilment besides the work you're doing, essentially. So having that interaction with other colleagues, it brings more joy to the day.
That's a massive gap in university, is teaching software, full stop, but most importantly Revit. I think it takes a dedicated amount of time to understand it, along with other kind of industry standard software as well. It's essential, I would say, in this day and age. One thing that's been really good at Associate Architects is the fact that I've kind of had the space and time to learn that.
I was offered training kind of within the first month of being here. There's always someone to ask questions, there's always someone who knows kind of a quicker way to do something or an easier way to do something. And that's just the things you learn as you go along, and that comes with experience, which there's lots of people around me with lots of experience, so I'm quite lucky in that sense.